Hello dear students, welcome to the session. In this session, we will be continuing with the MCQ problems on binomial theorem, and this will be the last session. Okay, see this question. If the sum of the coefficients of the expansion of x plus y whole to the power n. See, whenever we get sum of the coefficients of the expansion, we know that we need to substitute the value of x as 1 and y as 1. Right? We have solved a similar problem in the previous session. Now, it is given that sum of the coefficient is given as 4096. We are going to find the greatest coefficient in the expansion. We are finding the greatest coefficient. We have formula for this, right? Greatest coefficients for if it is n is even, there will be one formula. If it is n is odd, then there will be another formula, right? First, we'll find the greatest coefficient. See here, it is given that x plus y whole to the power n, right? Greatest coefficient, to find this, you have to substitute x as 1 as well as y is equal to 1, right? So this will be 1 plus 1 will be 2. 2 to the power n is equal to 4096. This is given, sum of the coefficients. Now we need to write this one as a 2 to the power something, so that we can get the value of n. Can you tell me what is this 2 to the power? See, this is 2 to the power n. I can write this as 16 cube. I hope you know the value of 16 cube. So this will be 16 cube. 16 cube can be written as 2 to the power 4 whole to the power 3. Right? So this is 16 cube. 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4 whole to the power 3. So this is equal to 2 to the power 12. Or directly we can write 2 to the power 12. So the value of n is equal to 12. Is it clear? We got the value of n is equal to 12. Now what you have to find? You have to find the greatest coefficient. So this is now x plus y whole to the power n is 12. So now what is the greatest coefficient? We have the formula. If it is n is even, then the formula will be nc n by 2. Right? This will be the greatest coefficient. If it is n is even. If n is odd, there are two possibilities. One is nc n plus 1 divided by 2 or nc n minus 1 divided by 2. Right? So these are the two formulas. Now here we can see that n is an even number. Since it is an even number, the formula will be 12, right? C n by 2. 12 by 2 will be 6. So this is equal to 12 factorial divided by 12 minus 6 will be 6 factorial into 6 factorial. Now you have to simplify, okay? Simplify and check the answer, okay? 12 factorial can be split as this and you can simplify and you have to get the answer as C, that is 924. Okay, complete this problem. Only the simplification is remaining, just complete it. Okay, this problem, the coefficients of 2r plus 4 and r minus 2 term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 18 are equal, then what is the value of r? Options are 3, 5, 6, 8. This was the appeared question. Okay. See, first what we'll write? The coefficients of these two terms are equal. Right? First we'll write the general term. What will be the tr plus 1th term? Will be n is 18. Right? Cr and anyway 1 is there and x to the power r. Right? So this will be the general term. Now t 2r plus 4th term is equal to t r minus 2 term. Right? Now, see here, what we'll write this? Just we'll substitute 18c. What is the value of r now? What is the value of r? Just always we'll subtract 1. Right? tr plus 1, r means we are subtracting 1 here. So, if you subtract 1, what is the value here? 2r plus 4 minus 1 will be plus 3 is equal to t. Even here we are subtracting 1. Right? Getting tr plus 1 will be 18 cr. So here also we subtracted 1. Similar to that. So this will be r minus 2 minus 1 will be minus 3. Right? Sorry. We are writing n, right? Sorry. N is now 18 c. Yes. The value of r is minus 3. R minus 3. Now we can see this. 18c 2r plus 3 is equal to 18c r minus 3. You have studied this, right? In the combination. NCR is equal to NCK means there are two possible conditions will be there. Either R is equal to K. This is there in your theory concept also. R is equal to K, or n is equal to r plus k. So these are the two conditions. Here which condition is possible? See, if I say r is equal to k is nothing but 2r plus 3 will be equal to r minus 3, right? So 2r minus r will be r. So minus 3 will be minus 6. But r cannot be negative, right? We know that this is can be negative. So this is, and another thing is minus 6 option is not there, right? So we cannot go with the value r is equal to k. So we'll check with the n is equal to r plus k. So here the value of n is 18 is equal to r plus k. Here this will be 2r plus 3, right? Plus, and the value of k is r minus 3. I hope you remember these formulas. Okay. Now plus 3 and minus 3 will get cancelled. So this will be equal to 3r is equal to 18. So the value of r is equal to 6. Here we got it as minus 6. But the actual answer is r is equal to 6. That means option C. I hope you understood this problem. Actually this problem is simple when you know the standard result. What you have to find? Sum of the odd binomial coefficients. See, it is not the sum of the coefficients. Here you are finding the sum of the odd binomial coefficients in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 50 is. I hope you have studied these some standard results in the combinations. You have studied this, right? NC0, even I had explained this one. NC1 plus NC2 till NCn is always equal to 2 to the power n. Right? This is a one standard result. Now what is the sum of the odd binomial coefficients? I hope even you have studied that also. So odd coefficients means NC0, right? Plus odd coefficients, right? NC1 plus NC3 plus NC5 plus so on. This will be always equal to, remember, if you have not studied, just remember this, NC1 plus NC3 plus NC5 so on will be always equal to NC0, I mean sum of the even coefficients, NC0 plus NC2 plus last. So this will be always equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. See the difference here? Sum of the coefficients will be equal to 2 to the power n. Sum of the odd coefficients and will be equal to sum of the even coefficients. Both are equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. Now what we have to find? Sum of the odd binomial coefficients. Obviously, sum of the odd binomial coefficients will be equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. Check the value of n. What is n? 50. So this will be 2 to the power 50 minus 1 will be 2 to the power 49. Okay. So the option B. Is it clear? Remember, these are the very important results. This is the sum of all the coefficients. This is the sum of the even coefficients is equal to the sum of the odd coefficients. It will be equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. This problem. If C0, C1 means NC0, NC1 till NCn denotes the binomial coefficients in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n, then the value of 1C0, 2C1, this one, even this is a one of the standard result. Okay, actually in the combination chapter there are many standard results and you need to remember those results. And you can prove this one. Actually here the proof is not necessary. But remembering these results will be very important. And in that binomial theorem material, even I had mentioned those results. Okay, just go through that. See, remember this one. The result says that 1C0 plus 2C1. You have to observe. 1 here less. 2 here 1 less than that. Plus 3C2. So plus, so the last term will be n minus, sorry, not n minus 1. This should be n plus 1. Okay. So this will be n plus 1 Cn. Is it clear? See here 1C0, 2C1, 3C2. So similarly here n plus 1 Cn is always equal to n plus 2 into 2 to the power n minus 1. Remember this, n plus 2, 2 to the power n minus 1. Now here this is given as 576. So this sum is equal to 576. Just we'll substitute here. 576 will be equal to n plus 2, right? 2 to the power n minus 1. Is it clear? In this question itself given that this is equal to 576. And we know this result is equal to n plus 2 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 576. Now to find the value of n, you can substitute the values. Okay, there is no other option, or else the simplification will be lengthy. So instead of that, anyway, the values of n is given. Right? We'll go one by one. First, if you get the answer first a as this one, then it is good. Or if it is this is not the answer, then you have to go 9. Then you have to substitute 8. Or if it is all the 3 is not answer, then you have to check with the 10. Luckily, we'll check with this first one. Okay. So n is equal to 7 will be, I'll check this. N is equal to 7. 7 plus 2 will be 9 into 2 to the power n minus, that is 7 minus 1 will be 6. So this is equal to 9 into 64. 9 into 64. Multiply 9 into 64. 6, right? 57. So it is 576. Luckily, the option A. So we got the answer in the first itself. The value of n is equal to 7. Actually, you can try with this problem. The coefficient of x to the power 5 in the expansion of 1 plus x square whole to the power 5 into 1 plus x whole to the power 4 is options 20, 30, 60, 55. So we are finding the coefficient of x to the power 5, and here two expansions are given and their product is there. Right? First we will expand that one. 1 plus x square whole to the power 5 into 1 plus x whole to the power 4. So the expansion of this will be, you know this, 1 plus x whole to the power n. Right? N is now 5. Yes. C0 plus 5c1 x square. Right? X square whole to the power 1. See here, this is 1 and in the place of x we will be having x square, plus next will be 5c2 x square whole square. Right? So like this it will go. Last term will be 5c5 x square whole to the power 5. Right? So this is the expansion of the first one, and this is multiplied with, these two are multiplied. Okay, this is multiplied with 1 plus x whole to the power 4. So this will be 4c0, right, plus 4c1 x plus 4c2 x square. So the last term will be 4c4 x to the power 4. Agree? So this is the product of these two. Now I need to find the coefficient of x to the power 5. So just multiply and check where you will get the coefficient of x to the power 5. If I multiply with this one, see 5c0 with this, I can't get x to the power 5, x square is there here, right? But see this one, 5c0, if I multiply with 4c4 and x to the power 4, is it possible to get x to the power 5? No, because here x is not there and here x to the power 4 is there, so it will be x to the power 4. It is not x to the power 5. So this is not possible with this. Now we'll check with this one. 5c1 x square. So I have to multiply by x cube so that I'll get x to the power 5. With this, no. With this, no. It will be 3 square. X square will be now, it is 4. Now here next term is there, that is 4c3 x cube. Right? 4c3 x cube. If I multiply x square and x cube, will be x to the power 5. So this is the one coefficient, right, for which one? X square and right. So this is the coefficient, right? So what I can write this as 5c1, 4c3 will be the one coefficient. Yes, next we'll check with this. X square is there, anyway it is not possible. Here see this one, this is x to the power 4. Agree? 5c2 x to the power 4. Now if I multiply x to the power 4 with x, I'll get x to the power 5. Here we'll search for x term. So this is x term, right? So this is x term. So this is the term. So if I multiply these two, 5c2 with 4c1, I'll get x to the power 4 into x will be x to the power 5. So that is the second term. 5c2, 4c1. Is it clear? Other than that, anything is possible. Next term itself, see here, next term here will get x square whole to the power 3 is nothing but x to the power 6. Right? It is more than 5. So if you multiply x to the power 6 with any of the terms, we can't get x to the power 5. So no need to check for the next one. So only two terms will be there. This is the coefficient of x to the power 5 in this expansion. Okay. Half of the work is done. Now we need to simplify this. 5c1 value will be 5. Right. So this is 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial will be, 4 minus 3 factorial 1 factorial into 3 factorial plus 5c2 will be 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 2 will be 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 4. Right? Now multiply and simplify. So this is now 3 I will get cancelled. Right? 5 is multiplied. So 3 factorial and this 3 factorial get cancelled, remaining with 4. So this will be remaining with 5. Is it clear? Just I am doing the simplification, nothing else. 4 factorial can be done as 4 into 3 factorial, right? So 3 factorial and 3 factorial get cancelled. 5 into 4 plus here you can see 5 factorial can be done as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, right? So 3 factorial and 3 factorial will get cancelled. Here this 2 is there. So 2 and 2, right? 5 into 2 will be 10. 10 into 4 will be 40. So answer 5 into 4 is 20 plus 40 will be equal to 60. Clear? So 60 means the option C. I hope you understood the problem. So the answer will be 60. In the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power m into 1 minus x whole to the power n, the coefficients of x and x square are -3 and -6 respectively. Is it clear? In this expansion, I mean product of these two, 1 plus x whole to the power m into 1 minus x whole to the power n, the coefficient of x will be 3 and coefficient of x square will be -6. Then find the value of m. Options are 6, 9, 12, 24. First we'll write the expansion. See there, 1 plus x whole to the power m into 1 minus x whole to the power n. Right? I need to find the coefficients of x as well as x square. Now we'll write the expansion. We know the expansion. Here in the place of m will be having n will be having m. So we can write mc0 plus mc1 x plus mc2 x square. Anyway, we need the coefficient of x and x square, right? If you multiply a little bit more than that, so this is enough, into 1 minus x whole to the power n will be nc0. We know that negative sign means alternatively positive and negative. So it will be minus nc1 x plus nc2 x square plus like this, right? Now we'll multiply. We'll find the first coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient of x. Now see here, what is the value of mc0? I can write it as 1, right? mc0 is 1 as well as even nc0 is 1. We have to find the coefficient of x. Now if you multiply this, where I can get the coefficient of x? If I multiply with 1, this is not possible. Here coefficient of x is there, right? 1 into minus nc1. So after the multiplication, I'll get this as 1 coefficient of x. Agree? Right? Other than that, anyway, x square is there. It will be more than x. So this is a 1 coefficient of x. Another one, see if I multiply with this one, mc1x into 1. This will be mc1 into x. Again, coefficient of x will get, right? 2 terms are possible. I hope you are getting. Just you need to multiply this each and every term with that one. So you have to find the coefficient of x. Here if I multiply 1 with this one, I'll get 1. 1 with this one, I'll get the coefficient of x. So it will be minus nc1, right? Then x square is there. Leave that. Now if you multiply this, mc1 into 1. So this is mc1x into 1 will get mc1, right? Plus mc1, I hope you are getting. If I multiply with the next term, it will be x into x will be x square. Now we are finding the coefficient of x. Other than that, anything you multiply, it will be more than x, right? So only 2 terms will be there. So mc, this is now minus nc1 plus mc1. I can write m minus n, right? The value of mc1 is m and value of nc1 will be n. So this is the coefficient of x. Now similarly, we'll find the coefficient of x square. Where we can get the coefficient of x square? One, as I told you, here if I multiply these two, I'll get coefficient of x square, right? mc1x into minus nc1x. So it will be x square. So I can write minus mc1 and nc1. This is a 1 term plus. Next coefficient of x square. Anyway, if you multiply, see this term, mc2 x square with this one. I'll get the x square term, right? So even this is a coefficient of x square. So it will be mc2. I hope you are getting. Next, if you multiply, cube is there. Anyway, it will be more than that. Now here, if you multiply, see, this is if you multiply with this anyway, nc1 into this, we have done with this. nc2 x square, this one, nc2 x square. If you multiply with this one, I'll get x square term. So it will be plus nc2. Is it clear? I hope you people are understanding the problem. See, just the thing is, we are finding the coefficient of x and x square. Just you have to multiply the each and every term. If you want, write one more step. Right, 1 is multiplied with that, plus so on. Then mc1x is multiplied with that, plus so on. This one. Then till x square you multiply. It's enough. Because we are finding the coefficient of x and x square. Then check where we'll get the coefficient of x and where we'll get the coefficient of x square. Is it clear? So this is equal to now I need to simplify. So this will be minus m into n plus, see, this is mc2 is nothing but m factorial divided by m minus 2 factorial. Yes, m minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial plus n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Now we need to simplify this one. I don't have place here. First I'll erase this. Okay, just I have written the last step. Coefficient of x is m minus n and coefficient of x square we got it as this one. Now we'll simplify this. M factorial divided by m minus 2 factorial. I can write m into m minus 1, right, into m minus 2 factorial, so that I can cancel this, divided by 2. Directly I will be writing minus m n plus here n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. So this is n into n minus 1 divided by 2, right? And one more thing, see, the question itself is given coefficient of x will be equal to 3 and coefficient of x square is equal to minus 6. So we'll write the coefficient of x is here, we got it as m minus n. So this I can write as 3, it is given. Now this will simplify and this coefficient is given as minus 6. Is it clear? The coefficient is given as minus 6. Now we'll simplify this one. I'll take the LCM. So this is m square minus m, right? M square minus m minus 2mn by taking the LCM plus n square minus n is equal to minus 12, right? Minus 12. Now you can see here m square plus n square minus 2mn can be written as m minus n whole square, right? A minus b whole square formula, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Here minus m and minus n is there. I'll take minus common. What is remaining? M plus n is equal to minus 12. Now here we have the value of m minus n as 3. Substitute this value as 3. So this will be now 3 square is 9 minus of m plus n is equal to minus 12. Right? So I can write minus of m plus n is equal to minus 12 minus 9 will be minus 21. So that we can cancel minus and minus. We got the value of m plus n is equal to 21. Now simple. We have two equations, right? We can find the values of m and n. So we have one equation as m minus n is equal to 3. Second equation we got it as m plus n is equal to 21. Is it clear? So here this is a one equation, m minus n is equal to 3 and this is a m plus n is equal to 21. We'll simplify. We have to find the value of n or m. Check it with that. So this will get cancelled. M plus m will be 2m, right? 21 plus 3 will be 24, right? So the value of m is equal to 12. I think you have to find the value of m. If it is n, you can substitute and check the value. So answer, if it is n, then m will be equal to 12. Check with the options. The coefficient of middle term in the binomial expansion of the powers of x, 1 plus alpha x whole to the power 4 and 1 minus alpha x whole to the power 6 is same if the value of alpha is equal to. So this is nothing but the coefficients of middle terms. So first we need to find the middle terms. See, we will take the first expansion. It is 1 plus alpha x whole to the power 4. Now to find the middle term. Here 4 is there, so number of terms will be 5, right? To find the middle term, we have to add 1 and divide it by 2. So third term, 6 divided by 2 will be third. So third term will be the middle term of this one, right? Similarly, we'll take the second one. 1 minus alpha x whole to the power 6. So the number of terms are 6 plus 1 will be 7, right? So number of terms 6 is there, so 1 more than that, 7. To find the middle term, plus 1 divided by 2. So this is nothing but fourth term, right? So by this we can say that T3 in the first expansion is equal to T4 in the second expansion, right? T3 in the first expansion is equal to T4 in the second expansion, because third term will be the middle term of the first one and fourth term is the middle term of second one. Now we will substitute this one in this equation, T3. So this is n is here. See, this is in the first, be careful about this, third term in the first expansion and fourth term in the second expansion. So this is n is 4, C, R is 2 and anyway here 1 is there. Alpha x whole square, right, is equal to T4 in this expansion. N is here 6, right, C, R is here, it will be 3 into minus alpha x whole to the power 3. We'll simplify so that we'll get the value of alpha. Here it is given that coefficients of the middle terms are equal. So we'll consider the coefficients. So coefficient will be here 4c2 alpha square, right? We are not supposed to take the x square because it is given that coefficients are equal. See, coefficients are equal. So this is nothing but is equal to 6c3 and coefficient here minus alpha cube. So negative is this, so it will be alpha cube. So 1 will get cancelled, right? Only alpha remains. So alpha is equal to 4c2 divided by 6c3 and negative, right? We'll simplify this one. Minus 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 2 factorial will be 2 factorial into 2 factorial divided by 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 3 will be 3 factorial into 3 factorial. Simplify this and find the answer, okay? Check your answer. You have to get it as negative, means the option either it will be answer A or C. Check with both the options, okay? Complete this problem. If C0, C2, C4 are the binomial coefficients in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 9, then the value of C0 plus C2 plus C4, C6 till C8 is nothing but you have to find 9C0 plus 9C2 plus 9C4, 9C6, 9C8. You can find this, but the process will be very lengthy. It will be time consuming, right? You have to find 9C0, then you have to find 9C2, then 9C4, then you have to add everything. Instead of that, directly we can use the standard result. We have the standard result for this one. Just now I had given that, right? The sum of the odd binomial coefficients is equal to the sum of the even binomial coefficients, right? Will be equal to 2 to the power n minus 1, right? So this is equal to 2 to the power. The value of n is equal to 9. So 9 minus 1 will be 8. 2 to the power 8 is equal to 256. So the answer will be B. Is it clear? If you find these values and then if you simplify, you will get the same thing. But it will be time consuming, right? Instead of that, if you use the formula, directly we will get the answer. It as 256. That is option B. Okay. This is all about the binomial theorem chapter. I hope you people understood the concept clearly. For any doubts, you can contact me and solve maximum number of problems so that you can understand the concept better. Thank you very much. Keep practicing.